Hello, A-Push people. Happy Wednesday. Today we are actually going to be talking about a really important um, election in American history, and that is the election of 1824. And I'm in the section of the book, Chapter 10, The Age of Jackson, Jackson versus Adams. So, um, we are going to get started with the election of 1824. So, we're in the period, the era of good feelings that characterized U.S. policy during the two-term president of James Monroe. The era ended in political bad feelings in 1824, the year of a bitterly contested and divisive presidential election. By then, the old congressional caucus system for choosing presidential candidates had broken down. As a result, four candidates of the Democratic-Republican Party of Jefferson campaigned for the presidency. So, this whole system of electing the president broke down, so we have four people running for the Democratic Republican nomination for that party. John Quincy Adams, Henry Clay, William Crawford, and Andrew Jackson. Among voters in states that counted popular votes, 6 did not. Jackson won. But because the vote was split 4 ways, he lacked a majority in the Electoral College as required by the Constitution. Therefore, the House of Representatives had to choose a president from among the top 3 candidates. Henry Clay used his influence in the House to provide John Quincy Adams of Massachusetts with enough votes to win the election. So John Quincy Adams won the election of 1824 with some campaigning in the Senate and bargaining and corruption. This is why it's called the corrupt bargain. When President Adams appointed Clay his Secretary of State, Jackson and his followers charged that the decision of the voters had been foiled by secret political maneuvering. Angry Jackson supporters accused Adams and Clay of making a corrupt bargain. This is corrupt bargain number 1, or corrupt bargain of 1824, as we will have another one in American history. Adams further alienated the followers of Jackson when he asked Congress for money for internal improvements, aid to manufacturing, and even a national university and a astronomical observatory. Jacksonians viewed all these measures as a waste of money and a violation of the Constitution. Most significantly, in 1828, Congress patched together a new tariff law, which generally satisfied northern manufacturers but alienated southern planters. Southerners denounced it as a tariff of abomination. The Revolution of 1828. So Adams sought re-election in 1828, but the Jacksonians were now ready to use the discontent of Southerners and Westerners, because remember when we talked about sectionalism, Southerners and Westerners didn't really like those talks, those conversations. Going beyond parades and barbecues, Jackson's party restored to smearing the president and accusing Adams' wife of being born out of wedlock. Supporters of Adams retaliated in kind, accusing Jackson's wife of adultery. The mudslinging campaign attracted a lot of interest and voter turnout soared. Jackson one-handedly carrying every state west of the Appalachians. His reputation as a war hero and a man of the western frontier accounted for his victory more than the positions he took on issues of the day. So today we broke down this election, and the John Quincy Adams being president wasn't that huge deal, but we'll see in the next video the presidency of Andrew Jackson. And oh my goodness, lots of problems, lots of issues, and lots of changes. So can't wait. Join me tomorrow.